says I'm live. Guten Morgen. I don't know. I'll just say morning greeting in whatever language you all want. You just got to vote for it. Any language. I'll do Klingon. It's all good. PayPal. Money. Shekels. Are they tools, or are you the tool? Well, that depends on who's using them. No. That depends on how you use it. So, let's get to it. PayPal. Why have they and why do they ban people or suspend people, as it may better well be known? Well, violations of terms and services, of course. So when you read through, here's a reason. If you're running a PayPal account that is non-business classified, and they get reason to believe that you are transacting business, such as selling goods or services, and receiving payment free from their transaction proportion that they get, well, guess what happens? Yeah, violation of terms of service, of course. So let's say, what else have they banned people for? Well, violation of terms of services for some reason. So I was thinking of different ways to develop my own specifically a lending service, but also something that would include the ability to transfer funds. All I can say about the whole deal is AML laws and what's the other one? Know your KYL, know your user, KYU. Know your user laws. Is that the other one? Good grief. My wife really likes to be warm. Can't breathe in here. AML laws I'm more familiar with. The KY whatever. I think it's KYU. But good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, Larry. The AML laws are the most ridiculous but they're valid because nobody, well, there's plenty of people that do, but no right thinking, because we're all against wrong think here. But no right think person would ever want to be part of money laundering. Just now, if you give me a cut, it's a different story. How can you say that with a straight face and no laughter? You're being serious, aren't you? All right, so here's another thing. So lots of people are saying crypto about ways to pay. ways to contribute. In regards to a public figure with a $250,000 plus, because it's crossed over $250,000, $250,000. I'm trying to do the math on that. I guess that's a 0.1%. 1/10 of 1% of America. But there's, it's across the world, so it's a different stat. I'd say a hefty majority is American. Probably a good 200K. At least. Anyway, when you're that publicly recognized, well, not recognized, but that publicly accessible, and your stuff can be taken out of context. By your own people. What does your own people even mean? So for those who lack context, what I'm talking about Owen Benjamin, and I'm talking about the people that watch his stream regularly literally didn't understand the title of his stream last night because they don't understand what he's talking about most of the time. It's obvious in what the chat is saying. People that I know their names because I've seen them for months and months, and they literally didn't even understand what the title of his stream meant from coming from a comedian. They literally ignore the context that he is a comedian because I suppose some people have somehow, some way, placed the man on a pedestal and idolized him in such a way. I mean, it doesn't surprise me coming from some of the Catholics that watch him. They're used to idol worship. Well, oh my gosh, you're real, whoa, bro, whoa. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. But they don't understand that he's a comedian and he tells jokes. And that he is actually sarcastic and satirical. But he's also sarcastic, even when he doesn't want to be. It's okay. It's part of comedy. So when the people that have been watching you for months and months and months, long time, don't even get a joke that's plain as day because there's context for it over and over again, such as even more I was wrong about, which is obviously in reference to every other satirical, sarcastic time he's ever apologized for anything. And they refuse to acknowledge the context because why? Well, idol worship is one possibility. That's kind of a limiting way to explain how people are getting it wrong. But my point is, if even the people that want to watch you and usually like the things that you have to say aren't getting it, how much more so would NPCs and any other category of people? What is this? What is this? Fast and the Furious? What is going on with the souped up cars? Okay. How much more so would people that don't get it at all come at you, come after you? So you can name a lot of different ways, like coin payments, .com, I believe it's .com. Coin payments. It's a wallet. It's an online wallet. You transfer the funds. You can transfer the funds directly to your bank account. You can get a card. I believe that they have a service where you can get a card, but there are other services where you can get a card and you can use it instantly. There are a handful of debit cards that you could have Bitcoin or Ripple or Litecoin straight on it, and you swipe it at the Starbucks or wherever, and the service of the card pays in US dollars and deducts from your account in Bitcoin. It performs the conversion at the active rate. It's like magic. It's almost on the verge of magic. Science and math, but you know. So those things are easily accessible, but there's also, you can just transfer funds every day. Transfer funds. Coin payments. It's a wallet, an online wallet. You don't want to have too much funds in any online wallet, obviously. The next best method is, besides having an online wallet, a lot of people talk about having one of those little devices. I don't even remember what it's called now. It's like it used to be like $140 or $90 or something. There was a little device that was encrypted that would hold your currency, like a little hard drive, like an encrypted hard drive, but specially designed for the crypto stuff. Not a fan, personally. Tons of people rave over it. You have to have it. Get the kind of paper that's waterproof, and hand write out your encryption key, or print it. You could do that, but I'm all about like simple. Obviously, you don't want to like mistranscribe a character, because then you're locked out forever. It's horrible, but. I like paper storage because you don't have to worry about hacking. Not to the same degree, at least. And, yeah, it's just different. Apparently. Coin payments. It's a good website. And the thing is, I don't think that crypto is going to work very well for him. Not because of a lack of his knowledge, but more so the extra steps. So what really would make the most sense would be a, what do they call it? They call them vendors, don't they? A payment processing vendor that he can just, like Quicken or whatever, that he can just sign up with, have the website, and the payments just come to him. Yeah, you lose a lot of percentage, you know. Microtransactions pretty much disappear when you're using that kind of system. If you want microtransactions, then set up a DOGE wallet and have as many people that know how to turn their money into DOGE. It's literally the best microtransaction currency in the world, hands down. Hands down. Transaction fee, 1 DOGE. How much is 1 DOGE? About a quarter of 1 penny. You can send $15,000 in DOGE for 1/4 of 1 penny in transaction fees. Just saying. The thing about all that crypto stuff is, yeah, they're going to have a lot harder time shutting you down. But you're going to have a lot harder time converting people. People are lazy. That's why I bet numbers went drastically down when Super Chats converted to just go to PayPal. I mean, it's still easy, but it's an extra step. You have to leave the app. A lot of people, like myself, watch it from their phone. They have to leave the video, hop on PayPal. But it still happened. It was fine. Probably dropped, I don't know, 20%, maybe more. And then the P.O. box. It's interesting. I think that'll be pretty rock solid until the social justice warriors call the post office, because you just look it up. The social justice warriors try to say that they need to do something, like stop letting a person use a post office box, I guess. These people are going so fast. Well, good morning. I couldn't see the third person. John? Is it John? Welcome, bro. So what are the payment methods that are out there that anybody could use? Well, Coinbase being a simple thing that anybody could sign up for pretty quickly-ish. There's a little identity validations, the stuff. Wow. That has to happen. It's KY something, and it's hurting me because I know it's in my brain. KYU, I don't know. Know your user. It just doesn't seem right. If it is right, fine. It just doesn't seem right. Anyway, Coinbase, and then you use the Coinbase, and you can send from Coinbase to any wallet. And the wallet that I would recommend would be coinpayments.com. It could be .co, but I think it's .com. And if I'm not mistaken, it's actually a Canadian company, if I'm not mistaken. And with it, though, you literally have a huge selection of currencies that you can just click a button and instantly have a wallet address that people can send you money to. So on my YouTube, which you may be able to see right now, maybe, hopefully, I don't know if the descriptions are solid, if they carried over when I started doing the new method. I don't know. But I had crypto addresses that I was sharing. I mean, again, I hope they're in the description. I haven't even looked. See how much I care about it. I'm a softie, though. You know, folks were criticizing me for. It's interesting because certain other people, they sure talk about money a whole lot, and they have in a week or two more than I make in a year, basically. And then they criticize people that are complaining about that and make fun of them, which is valid, I guess, because nobody should be envious of another man. I know that much. No envy here. You know why? No envy coming from me, because I know everything costs. Everything costs. So there was a dude in chat that has been on my channel before, has watched my videos, I've talked about it before, that claimed to make $3,000 a day. And if he ends up watching this video, which I doubt that he would, especially make it to this point in the video, considering some of the things I said earlier. But if this person wasn't completely lying like a crazy person, then I'll come work for you, bro. $3,000 $3,000 a day. What an interesting thing to say out loud as a way to defend yourself in an argument. I make $3,000 a day, therefore, it's not, I'm not talking about money because I'm jealous. Wow, what an interesting argument. Why share that if it's true? I'm just going the speed limit. Life is tough. Life is tough, truck. Gotta chill out. I'm just going the speed limit. Anyway, yeah, dude totally said 3,000 a day. I'm like, man, that's a month and a half for me. It's a month and a half. Every day? You serious? Really? I don't know. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just... But here's the other thing, though. You make $3,000 a day. That's amazing. That's amazing. You're making $90,000 a month. Hey, you're a millionaire. It's great. Everything costs. That is my point. Why you keep saying that? What's that mean? What do you mean? Well, for instance, the person that I've mentioned before, an old friend, also was my best man. Well, that person used the system, became part of the system, and now is a victim of the system. When you lie about who you are, resume and stuff like that, that's a cost. That is a cost. And is it worth it? Is it worth it? Well, to people that money is the most important thing, of course it is. But when you say things like, excuse me, I don't care about money, I'm not going to be rich, I don't want to be rich, I'm not interested in retirement, I'm not interested in accumulating funds, I really just want to not be all the way homeless, and I don't want to starve. And thanks to the grace of God, neither of those things are an imminent risk, per se. So, there's that. But everything costs. Everything costs. So there's a cost. All right, fine. Just do your thing. I'm impeding you. I don't want to impede you. I don't like to impede anybody. Impeding is weird. It sounds like a weird word. If you're making, $30,000 a month, $50,000 a month, whatever it may be, there's a cost. You're paying something to do that. Well, is that you're saying? Is that a bad thing? That's always necessarily? Obviously not. But is it worth it? Is the question you should ask yourself, regardless of whether or not you're doing great things or not so great things. Is it worth it? What is enough? It's another good question to ask. What is enough? I think a big reason why folks make lots of money and then they make even more money and they just keep making even more money is because they move the mark and they're like, yeah, but if we do this, then we'll be even more set. And if we do this, we'll even be more set. And and we'll finally be able to be our own God. Oh my gosh, that's what? Well, in practice, that's what you do when you are setting yourself up with treasures on earth. You're in essence setting yourself up with security. But you wanted to do this RV thing and set yourself up with security by having a lower overhead. Okay, so you're comparing my desire to lower my expenses as the exact same thing as accumulating massive amounts of money as a part of security? Well, yeah, because really and truly, they're both related to faith. It's true, they are both related to faith. It's mostly valid. Yeah, well, I guess we all need the grace of God then, don't we? Yep. A lot of people criticized Mr. OB last night. A lot of people. They said stuff that was mean. That was a really beautiful tractor trailer. It was so shiny. Very new. Had to have been very new. Shiny and clean. Well, I don't know what else to say about that situation. P.O. Box. Physical money. There's no security in that. Somebody could get the post office to ban you from post office boxness. It's possible. It's conceivable, I should say. It is conceivable. Crypto, same thing. Shut his wallet down. See, the moment that he advertises where and how to contribute to his thing, you've got a handful of people that are on a warpath to take him down. And they'll just keep fighting because they think they're doing good. They're not. He's not a threat. He's just a really good businessman. But he's not a threat. And I don't know that the social justice warriors are threats. It's like, that'd be like saying that the pebbles that get in your shoe are a threat to your ability to walk. And that if we don't get rid of all the pebbles, we're not going to be able to walk anymore. And I don't think that's how it works. And yes, I do think that that's an appropriate. Metaphor, because every now and then you got to sit down, take the pebble out, and then you get back up and you keep going. Did you just say take the pebble out of your shoe, not take the pebble out of the world? What do you do with the pebble? Do you launch the thing into the sun and watch it melt with your super binoculars? No. You go, yeah. Do you put a stick of dynamite on the pebble because it was in your shoe? No. You just toss it aside. It's all done. Hey, go bother another foot. Stupid pebble. Are you calling people stupid now? You guys are too critical. I'm getting worn out. Dude, you're literally arguing with yourself. You're literally just coming up with your own arguments against yourself. I think you're insane, actually, potentially. Hey, it takes one to know one. Yeah, and you're the one. Okay? Whatever. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. You're literally talking to yourself right now. I can't handle this. I'm out of here. So I don't think that social justice warriors are the threat. The threat, as in the biggest thing you need to worry about. You know, here's the irony. Here's the irony about it all. Do you want to know what the biggest threat to your life is? This is going to be a long, dramatic pause. The biggest threat to your life is you. No! Why me? Please take it back. Nope. It's you. You are your biggest threat. You are your biggest potential enemy. But it doesn't have to be that way. But you should always be cautious. You should always be cautious. Go on ahead. Go on ahead now. Go on about your way now. Okay, dear. I'm trying to get back in that lane because these people going too slow. I'm trying to go the speed limit. These people just taking their time. No, thank you. No, thank you. You just taking your time. I'm taking my time too. I'm going 70 miles an hour. Hey. All right, I'm done with that. You're not usually this energetic in the morning. I'll be energetic when I want to be, okay? And then I get into work and I sit down at my desk. I'm like, 10 hours of this. Every moment is a war. Guess who I'm at war with? Myself. I don't feel like doing this. This is hard. This is annoying. I'm not accomplishing anything. Who's my biggest enemy? It's not something outside of me, guys. It's something that's inside of me. So you don't take joy in your job every moment. You say to do your work as unto the Lord, and yet here you are explaining that you're just complaining to yourself constantly. Highlights, guys, highlights. There are plenty of moments that I joyfully work away. I'm doing fantastic. And then there are moments where I would rather lay down, face down on the ground, and just lick the carpet and have somebody run me over with a steamroller. Wow, it's that bad, huh? Yes. When God curses us, yeah, it's pretty bad. He's pretty creative and just and righteous and awesome and amazing. And the curse that we shall be working by the sweat of our brow and that we will toil in our labor, yeah, that curse is pretty legit. What does that mean, though? Does it mean that we can't take joy in our work? No, I didn't say that. We're commanded to. But we're in a battle. It is a battle. How do we win that battle? Faith and grace. Faith and grace. I'll tell you what. Transitioning the lifestyle to an RV as we continue to think about it, it's a little terrifying. Just straight up. It's a little terrifying. And then you're like, yeah, but other people have done this. And other people with way more kids, all this stuff. It's possible. Well, and you're like, okay, well, it's possible. Then you're like, well, those people are making a whole lot more money than you, and they have a little bit more cushion to accomplish these things. Well, then there's all these examples that aren't on YouTube because the people that are in my socioeconomic are very, very likely not displaying their profound poverty on for all the world to see. I could be wrong. Maybe there are a couple of people that are just poverty-stricken, have a couple of kids or 3 kids or whatever, and are living in an RV and are on YouTube. I haven't found them yet, but it's possible. Why is that even a company? Nobody likes that stuff. You have to be special needs, hardcore. Reds, apple cider, Reds. Are you kidding me? It's like they melt candy apple suckers into liquid and pour a little alcohol in it, stir it up, and put it in a bottle. It's what? It's the most disgusting liquid. I'd almost rather drink Arbor Mist or some nonsense from a gas station. They're both, you pour them out, just pour them out. It's stupid, really stupid. Reds, I just see a whole tractor trailer of Reds apple cider. I'm just like, are you serious? This is what you're doing right now? Please, just unhitch and just leave it on the road. Nobody wants that. I don't care what they're paying you. On the other end of the spectrum, Crispin. Now that's a quality cider. Crispin. Low sugar, excellent flavor. That's where it's at. That's what's up. That is what is up. Do you know what is up? Oh. Gah! So John Z was here for a minute. Larry King was here. And there was Nate might still be here. I think I saw the number 1 for a little while, so I was like, oh, it says 0. That's cool. Everybody's gone. Well, good timing. It was a good time to leave because I just didn't really talk about anything too profound this morning. I didn't know you could go through that entrance like that. That's so weird. That's so weird, bro. Bro. All right. I saw the spot, so I took the spot. All right, let's check this chat out, see if I can reply and redeem the nonsense of this. This was a really weird. This was a weird one. But anyway, let's do this. Let's do this. Still just next Monday. Look at that. Start next Monday. Oh, new place to live. Well, that's annoying. John Z. Did you only ask one question, John? You don't. That's awesome, Larry. Good way to start the day, man. Larry, Dogecoin got up to 2.5 cents. I just need Dogecoin to get up to like a couple dollars. $3. $3 or $4. If Dogecoin got up there to like $3 or $4, it'd be great. Great. Anyway. Oh, you're still here? It said 0, but it's all good. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Looks like I need to get in there and clock in and all that good stuff. It is tough, though. I guess my encouragement to you and anybody else today, my encouragement, because I try to have a little, it's always towards the end of my streams, but it is a war. We do, and it is a war, and we are our biggest enemy. We are the biggest threat to our life. More directly, the state of our heart. That's why crying and repentance and all that stuff is so important. Not crying as equal to repentance, but just the fact that you can cry means that you still got something inside, that it hasn't turned completely to stone. But you're your biggest threat. Don't let that scare you, because that's what we have the helper for. And we need the helper. We need the helper. I missed what you're talking about. Your troubles would disappear if what happens? By the way, Larry, I got your link in the email, and I will check that out. I appreciate you giving me the direct link. It's very helpful. Oh yeah. Well, all my troubles wouldn't go away, but yeah, it would be helpful. I've got a handful of Doge. I've got a handful of some crypto that's not worth anything now because of the nature of the market, but it's all good. Anyway, have a great day. Don't let you destroy you. Abide in Christ and read how to do it in His Word. And if you're providing value, people will find a way to contribute to you.